third quarter deficit last night by going on a 40-16 fourth quarter run. They win the game 120-108. Shannon, scale of 1 to 10. How shocked were you by that fourth quarter last night?
20. Skip. It's only it's the second time in the last 20 seasons that a team has gone 40 points in the fourth quarter. The Boston Celtics did it against the Lakers in 2008. They had 40 points in the fourth quarter of Game 6. The most points in the fourth quarter, I think the Sixers got 44 against the Lakers in 82 in a Game 5. It doesn't happen that often. They got 40 in a finals game on the road. At least Boston was home. They were on the road and got 40? So I'm shocked, as everybody was. So it doesn't happen that often, and when you see a team, you're up 12, and then all of a sudden you're down by, it's 1 point in the fourth quarter by 14, because the team, has you down at 1 point, 40-13 as far as the point differential. So you had a 24-point differential because you end up scoring only 16. But at one point in time, Skip, you were down, you were 27-point differential. And like you said, Bielitsa hit that meaningless three at the end of the ball game. Skip, I was shocked, but it's kind of like a snowball effect. They start hitting shots, and Steph Curry is contesting, and Derek White's hitting a shot, and then Al Horford's hitting threes. Al Horford was not even hesitating. That's how comfortable, that's how confident he was. It wasn't no hesitation. Big Al like, give it to me. Give it to me. Let it go.
Nothing but
that. Derek White, and then Marcus Smart, who's been on the bench for 9 minutes. As soon as the ball touches his hands, he's in the short porch. So I'm shocked. But I'm not as shocked as Golden State was, Skip. I'm at a 20. If I'm at a 20, Golden State's at a 50. Because if somebody would have told them, guys, you're going to have a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter. But unfortunately, guys, I got some bad news. They're going to put you with a 40-piece in the fourth quarter, and you're only going to get 16. They'd have laughed. Every last tour, man, they're like, get out of here. Because you think at some point in time they're going to miss, Skip. You're like, they can't make all these shots. Yeah, they can. They can.
Okay. There's a big part of me that is still shell-shocked by this. Like, I feel like I'm dreaming that we're having this conversation. I felt like I dreamed the open to this show when you're over there guzzling Diet Mountain Dew because you won 2 more cases because out of nowhere, your big green machine made 9 threes in the fourth quarter and made 21 threes for the game out of 41 attempts. They gave Steph his own medicine.
Right.
They poured it right down his throat. I couldn't have, in my wildest dreams, imagined that happening. And then I look at the box score when it's over, and wait, Jason Tatum was 3 of 17, and that happened? And Grant Williams, for whom I have developed respect and some fear, went a grand total of 0 for 2, 0 for 2 and scored 0 points, and that happened? Are you kidding me? The rebounds were 39 all, and that happened? The block shots were 6-6, and that happened? It made no sense to me until later in the night. I couldn't even go to sleep because I don't have to face you out here today. I'm racking my brain saying, wait a second, what really just happened? Well, I'm going to sum it up for you. The 48-18 run from 2 minutes left in the third quarter when, again, Golden State's up 15 points.
Right.
They go all the way to down 15 points over that span. It happens because Steph was effing Stephen. In the end, if you boil it down, he makes 6 of 7 threes, and he sets the tone for the night of, I am on all-time fire. And yet the final 3 came with 26 seconds left in the first quarter of those 6. And then from that point forward, he makes 1 of his next 7 threes over the last 3 quarters. That set the tone. That's why this happened. And so because I have been pounding away at you for the last, 3 weeks on this show about beware of Steph in the biggest moments because I don't trust him because he has a history of coming up even smaller than he is in the 2016 finals, the 2019 finals, and here we go again in the 22 finals. He's off to the races again. Same song, third verse. It's Steph. So I'm going to reduce my answer down to my shock factor. In the end, it took a while for me to come back down to a 5 because We've seen this from Steph before. Here
Skip,
we went again.
Skip, it's not about Skip. The Steph is not. You got to defend.
But if he kept doing what he had been doing,
what was the likelihood of that happening now?
Well, I've seen him do it before.
If he'd have kept doing what he was doing, that means he'd have ended the game 24 or 28 from three.
No, he's not going to make 24.
Okay, then.
Okay, but you got to save. You got to give me 4 or 5 in the fourth quarter, and we're going to have a different story, right? But he took one and missed it in the fourth quarter. Are you that guy? Because if you are, you just get that one home. You say, I got this. This is my house.
Skip, you're still going to lose because you let them shoot 68% from the floor. They shot 75% from the three.
You have to counteract. You have to put them on notice. You have to fight fire with fire. You have to put the pressure back on Peyton Pritchard from the corner like, Steph's on fire, I got to make this.
Think about what you just said. Steph needs to put the pressure back on them. You didn't say anything about the Warriors. You said Steph. Now, it's Al Horford. It's Marcus Smart.
Shooter ever?
Yeah, he's the greatest shooter. But when you got 4 guys running the relay on you, you're not going to beat them around the track with just one guy.
He revolutionized basketball.
He did.
All right. One of your favorite topics is coming up, Shannon. LeBron. How much does his latest accomplishment help him in the GOAT debate? That's next on Undisputed. Jason Tatum played his first finals game last night. Now, he did only shoot 3 for 17 from the floor, but he added 13 assists as the Celtics stormed back to win Game 1 in the fourth quarter. Shannon, give Tatum, your guy, a letter grade.
I gave him a B, Skip, because as I said, as an offensive guy, when you don't have it going offensively, can you find another way to contribute to help your team win? And that's what he did. He said, I don't have it going offensively. I'm 3 of 17, but I can get other guys involved. I can get other guys easy, uncontested shots, and that's what he did, Skip. He had 13 assists, which led to 35 Celtics points. 9 of those 13 assists went for threes. The 35 points were the second most created by a player in the finals in the last 25 years. Rondo had 36 in 2008. So when you look at it, as you mentioned, 3 of the games he had in the last series, he had 20 turnovers. He had 2 7s and a 6. Last night he had 13 assists, 2 turnovers. So he found another way to impact the game. He didn't sulk. He didn't I ain't got it. And that's what I've always asked. If you're an offensive player and you don't have it going offensively, can you find another way to contribute? Can you find another way to impact, put your imprint on the ball game? And he found another way to do that, Skip. So for me, and you look at it, plus 27 in the fourth quarter, plus minus, without scoring a point. Can I interest you in that? So the impact. So see, you look at it. I see guys score 25 points and then they have a minus 15. That don't do me no good. So he's telling me that he's impacting the game in other ways. Didn't Draymond tell you to stop reading the stat sheet? Draymond Green told you that. Yeah, he'd say stop reading.
I didn't listen.
That's your problem. You don't listen to anything.
No.
So for me, Skip, and that's why I gave him a B. Yes, I would love to see Jason Tatum score more points, but he didn't. But he still found a way to help his team win a ball game by dishing out 13 assists, limiting his turnovers to only 2, where the game 6, what did he have? He had 7 turnovers and 6 assists. Well, that does us no good. And had a very good game scoring the basketball. At the end of the day, it's about wins. He found a way to help his team win the ball game, so I gave him a B. I would have gave him an A had he shot the ball better, but he didn't. He get a B, which is still a passing grade because he contributed in other ways to help his team win.
So I ask you, basketball savant that you are, how many of Boston's 21 made threes came courtesy of a Jason Tatum just hot potato around the perimeter pass that found a hot shooter who said, I'll shoot a contested 3 and you're going to get the assist?
Yeah, that's what happened. That's how it worked, yeah.
Okay, well, those are cheap assists.
They ain't no cheap assists, but see, here's the thing, Skip. When LeBron does this and he kicks the ball to a wide open 3 guy and he misses, all you do is come out here the next day and say, 2 years ago, he led the league in assists at over 10. Well, when guys miss...
now he's all the way down to 6.
Okay, Jason Tatum was up at 13 because why? Guys made shots.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Jason Tatum was 0 for 3 in the fourth quarter, and I'm looking across the board here, and he did have 4 assists. I'll give you that, but they were bombing 3. They made 9 threes. They came courtesy of some of those 9 threes. Here, I'll give you a cheap assist. I'll give you an easy one here, right? Because I'm looking across. He doesn't have a block shot. He doesn't have a steal. He gets one rebound in the fourth quarter.
Well,
Played the whole way.
Look, can I ask you a question?
Really?
Skip, how you gonna get
was he even out there?
You don't get a rebound taking it out the net. They ain't missed no shots in the fourth quarter. You can't get no reads.
Whew. Shannon, your man was 3 of 17.
Yes.
That is 17.6%.
Yes.
17.6%. 1 of 5 from 3. Are you kidding me?
Yep.
And you gave him a B?
Yeah.
Well, that's why you got your jersey. Congratulations. But
That's why
it was a nice try. But I got to be honest. I got to be objective. I got to be cold-hearted over here because I got to tell the truth. For a guy who is